Would you guys ever manage other OnlyFans models? Like, have you ever thought about doing that?
We've done that before. I think someone could do that well, but we were not able to really do that without a lot of headache. And not because of the girls, but mostly because good help is hard to find, because you need people who are professional, and then like professionals aren't signing up for that kind of job. So yeah, maybe in the future more will. Not sure.
Yeah, I think we had a great strategy, and then it was going pretty reasonably well. But I feel like it just didn't kind of jive with where we wanted to be. Like, I would rather be doing kind of fun stuff and then like making content out of it than like, you know, running a bunch of people, running a bunch of accounts, making money. Like, at some point it was just like, I don't need that or the money. And so it's like, yeah,
it's more stress than it's worth.
Yeah, I had a similar, because I managed YouTubers for a while and I quit that pretty fast. I was like, no, thank you. Hold on. I think my co-host Doug MPA, he's gonna come up and say hi.
Hey, how's it going, you guys?
Hey, what's up, Doug?
So I wanted to ask, so you guys know when something starts getting mainstream coverage on the news, the narrative is all crazy. I don't know if you've seen those articles about how they're saying these poor 15, 16, 17-year-old girls are wanting to become OF models right when they're 18, and all this stuff can happen to them. How old were you when you started on OnlyFans, and did you have a life before? And do you think that someone should live a normal life before they get on OnlyFans?
I don't know what people should do, but for me, I didn't really join the internet influencing space at all until, what year was that? It was like we got married in 2015, and 16.
So you're like 21, 22.
I was 21, I think, right after like the year that we started dating. So probably like 23 when I started doing the influencing stuff, or almost 23. And then OnlyFans was later, so maybe like 25, 26.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But he's saying, like, is that the better way to do it, or should someone start and hit it, you know?
You just hop right in the deep end of the pool.
I don't. It's so hard to say what someone should do, because it's like, well, it depends. Do you already have a really successful social media to where you could actually pull off that maneuver without ruining your life? Well, you know, I'm not, who am I to say what you do? But if it's just like a random girl who doesn't have any social media following, and her first like crack at influencing is to become an OF girl, that is probably something that I would caution against, because you're not going to have the ability to market to anyone without like a pre-existing following, you know? Like it can work out for like who was that rapper that just turned 18?
Bad Baby.
No.
Lil Tay.
Yeah, that one. Like, for her, makes sense. The business strategy makes sense. You got a lot of pedo people who have been watching your career this whole time. You want to capitalize in on it because you're creeped out by them for years anyways. Sure, whatever.
So generally, probably not an 18. Yeah.
Generally, no. Very few exceptions where that actually makes sense. And I think most girls think like they can just turn on the OF and suddenly it's an infinite money glitch for them, even though nobody knows who they are online. It's like, no, you're just going to ruin your social standings with like any colleges you're trying to get into, any jobs you're trying to apply for. And then like the people around you, dating potential and stuff is going to be all weird. Family is going to get weird because all your personal circle is more likely to harass you about it than you are to make any money off of it.
Yeah, that's the most, that part that you touched on is like the most interesting kind of paradox. It's like everyone, when she says like, oh, OnlyFans is hard, you shouldn't try it, you know, only if you have an existing audience, people are like, oh, she's pulling up the ladder. And it's like, no. I actually think the greatest ladder pull in the world is the understanding or belief that so many people hold that it's easy. Because like, that's like literally, you know, telling someone they're going for a walk in the park and then the fucking platoon boat opens and they're on Omaha Beach.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like you want hardened people who understand what they're getting into. And that's actually how you have someone have longevity in the field. When you say that, like, oh, it is easy money, she's just pulling up the ladder. It's like, you know, like, no. Yeah, like you're just a bucket of meat at that point.
Yeah. Like if you have no social media following, you just go into full out porn, then there's no mystery anymore. No one knows who you are, so they don't care.
Yeah.
And you're just the same as any random person they might watch on Pornhub who doesn't have any name recognition personally uploading there. Like, that's not getting money. You know, it's like the whole money train is when they don't have access to that. They know who you are and they've been wondering about it for a long time or whatever, like in mass. It's like you're kind of just ruining your chances of ever going into money if you just go from like normal person offline to boom, here's my coochie random on the internet now. It's like what career is that going to make? Nothing.
How far would you recommend women go if they're going to do the OnlyFans?
I would recommend not even going all the way. I think you can just I've seen a lot of girls make a lot of money just off of like boudoir style, like lingerie or bikini stuff, or just teasing solo. Like, I don't think you ever have to fuck at all. I don't think it has to go to that level at all.
I think the threshold where once you do it once, that's going to get you into that thing where you have to keep doing more and more lewd stuff when it comes to actual sex. So is that the biggest threshold when it comes to that kind of content? Like whether you actually start sleeping.
You can stop the slippery slope at any time, right?
Yeah.
And the sad part is, like, and the sad part is this, okay? Like, now that we know this, we didn't know this at the time, but like, I feel like the most profitable line of demarcation is like topless, not topless. That's it. Like everything else, you just need to be smarter about how you do it. Like once you've, like, I was telling Pearl earlier, like, it would blow, like, no one has ever believed me when I explained to them how OF works. Like, only some of the people we used to manage other than her, like, they wouldn't even believe me, but then they would see the money increase doing it our way in the first month. It'd be like, 3x what they were making. And then they're like, oh, I guess that's true. Like, it just doesn't sound believable, right? Yeah. Like, it's truly like, it's not about the lewdness or the escalation. It's all about how you kind of tap into, like, addressing what they actually want, which is like to be free of loneliness.
So what is like a post? What is a post that would make a lot of money that would shock people, or like that would do really well?
I think the first time you did a topless photo, and like, it's actually really funny because it's like it was just kind of a zoomed in photo of boob. Like, you didn't even see her face or anything. And it's like that image, like, put behind a paywall, I think ended up making like,
I can see why guys would pay for that. They look good.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta hype it, right? First time ever, blah, blah. And then, like, I think that post alone sold like enough to make $350,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like one single image.
What do you guys, I want you guys to rate the thirst trap. Is this a good
AI
one?
or is it real?
I just Googled thirst traps for women.
Oh.
So I want, like, from a business point of view, how are the ladies doing?
I mean, I'm so desensitized to boobs and women in general now. I don't know. Like, I just see woman and I'm like, damn, she's trying so hard. Like, that's all I see now. I don't even find it sexy. So
Like,
you have to tell me.
I would say 7.5.
Well, I just want to know if it's not about her looks, but just from a marketing point of view. Like, is this a good picture to market an OnlyFans?
I would say it's kind of busy if you're trying to stand out like on an Instagram feed or something.
Like, there's too much.
I mean, this is good for breaking the monotony, but like the simplest pictures work the best, right? Like the girl taking a selfie in the mirror is like fantastic.
Really? So this too hard, trying too hard? No, this is.
Yeah, no, it goes back to the thing I was saying, right? Like, it would surprise you what people are actually looking for.
Yeah, a lot of guys are just looking for, like, girl next door is sending me Snapchats. Me and a bunch of other guys on her list.
Yeah, they want to feel special is the thing.
You don't tell them that, though.
How is this one?
Actually, that's pretty in line. I mean, if she was wearing like
that might piss a lot of people off because it seems like she's taken.
If she was wearing a cocktail dress or like a evening dress, I think that would be a fantastic photo.
Okay, so
I think that pose without the bouquet would be better.
You should do a course on how to thirst trap. I bet people would buy it. Like the art of the thirst trap.
Well, like, no, you'll get so just to clarify, you will get more engagement on like the bikini pictures, but like you're not going to actually grow your paying customer base as effectively. That's the big paradox. Like, you got to mix both in.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
They have to be able to envision themselves like meeting you somewhere, like in person, for the immersion. If you look too Instagram modelly, it's not as immersive.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty good one because it looks very candid.
Yeah, this is pretty. Yeah, this would do well, I think.
Do you guys ever like feel competitive, like with Sophie Rain and like all those other ones? Do you ever like feel like
I don't try to compete with people who are 10 years younger than me. That's a losing battle.
It's
that's such a good comment.
the truth of being online is that like for the entire history of it, right? The newer people at a smaller scale make way more money than you. Like that's always been true, right? In streaming, in YouTubing, like you know, like the top 10 YouTubers from 10 years ago, they didn't make anything near like what Logan makes in a month. Yeah. So like it's always moving. It's kind of like baseball, same thing, right? Babe Ruth didn't make a fraction of what like Derek Jeter made.
Yeah, I would say as the industry ages, you know, how long it's been open, I think there's always more money to be made, but the ability to break into it is so much harder.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You guys like this one?
That's a great one. That's like that's the best one that you've shown.
Yeah, that's probably would do the best. Mm-hmm.
So I've seen women online say that in this economy, there's no reason why a pretty woman shouldn't monetize her looks. Like you see women on TikTok, like if you're pretty and you're not like sugar babying or using it to make money, what are you doing? How do you feel about that?
I think that's a pretty shitty thing to say, because there's a lot of women out there who just don't want to, and that's perfectly fine. I don't think that we should be shaming people because of their ability to lower their own personal values in order to make money. It's like, if they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it. That's fine. And some don't have to make money. They could, they might already have a situation set up where they don't feel like they even need to be bothered to do anything at all, whether they're pretty or not. It's just kind of weird when people what are you doing? It feels just like,
it depends on what they want, right? Like if you just want to make money, then sure. But like most people have slightly more complex goals than that. And the ones you see doing it are the ones who have already chosen that they want to make the money.
Does personality matter on OnlyFans?
I would say not your actual personality, no, but maybe whoever you have chatting for you, yeah.
Yeah, I would second that.
No.
So are there things like that you have to make sure you say to the guys, or I don't if you were coaching someone to chat for you, what would they say? Sorry, go ahead.
I don't think there's things that you have to make sure that you say. It's more about, I guess, over time you find different, almost different strategies to what type of conversation would get the most money out of it. Okay, tell them about the inner circle. You're better at explaining that than I am.
I mean, essentially you create opportunities to hit things that are psychologically effective. And so it's exclusivity is a huge driver, right? Seeing something you think no one else sees, feeling special, stuff like that. And so it's just unbelievable when I describe stuff like this, but it's just you could message the guy and you could literally just copy and paste this, right? Mm-hmm. And you could just put hey, for $1,000, you can join the inner circle. And then you don't even explain what it is. It's
OnlyFans
and you get the $1,000 so often. It's just I was wait, I didn't even tell you what it was. You're just and then I was okay, well, let's do that again. It's another one. It's when I figured that one out, I was are we being serious here?
Yeah.
Is this actually what it's a joke almost? I was I can't believe. And then you can do that again and again, right? You could say, all right, but now that you're part of the inner circle, there's actually a higher level. It's just and then that's a $10,000 level, right? And it's I'm I can't believe this works. This is I don't even know. Playing against a computer on easy mode. But that is what makes the money, right? And then you're gonna have some other girl on the side selling a butthole picture for $5, and she's looking at you how the fuck did you sell words for $10,000?
Oh, I see. So a lot of women, they probably put too much out there too soon.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's always the case. Almost in fact, I think every single person I know of, that's the case. You could go slower.
Yeah, that's Sophie Rain's doing a good job. I mean, she's claiming to be a virgin. I don't know. I'm not dumb enough to buy that, but
either way, it's good marketing.
I believe her, but I don't believe her.
Of course.
I was a virgin until I was 20. She's like 19. I could believe it.
Oh, is she really that young? Jesus.
Apparently.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe it, but
yeah, but you know, all she has to do is get other people to believe it. That's it. Have you heard of Sammy Sheen, Charlie Sheen's daughter?
Oh no, haven't heard of.
I didn't know of her at all.
Oh, so she started OnlyFans when she was 18, and now she's all over TikTok complaining about how she can't get modeling gigs. Because of her past and her tattoos. Can you bring up Sammy Sheen?
Okay, yeah, I'll bring her
girl,
up.
so you can. But apparently, her campaign now is just outing the fact that doing OF at 18 has affected. Because now she's trying to capitalize on her dad's name and try to move into like Hollywood and actual modeling, but OF is preventing her from.
Didn't she do it with her mom? Am I?
Yeah. Because Denise Richards and her both had an OnlyFans.
What a time! What a time! Okay, here.
Yeah, like not to pull up the ladder, but like OnlyFans is a very, very specific route, and it absolutely closes a lot of other doors when you open that one.
Yeah,
like that's just how it is. Like that's just a fact, right? And so you got to kind of understand what you're trying to maximize for, if you're gonna do it. But
yeah, so she didn't. If she wanted to model, she should have just kissed that guy. If this is the route she goes.
Yeah, I mean, young people want to think they can do everything, right? But like, as you get older, you realize you pick certain paths in life, and you can't really kind of go do the other ones after you've kind of, halfway along yours.
Right. Yeah. OnlyFans still has a stigma, even though it's becoming more mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
Like she claims, if that's true, she can't get modeling jobs because she has an OnlyFans. But then you look at people like Sydney Sweeney, who's like had lewds on camera and wears like sheer dresses, and she's not having a single problem. So there definitely is a stigma around like, I guess, OF stuff in general still.
Yeah, because there's still plausible deniability and the other stuff. Like, oh, it was just a movie scene.
Right.
Oh, it's just, it's just an Instagram post.
Like you do on a red carpet.
Yeah. It was a scene in the movie and they edited it that way. Yeah.
But it's like on OnlyFans, you're directly saying, yes, this is for sex.
And that's actually the sadder part. I don't actually know what Sophie Rain does. I imagine she's very, very smart with it and like doesn't show much. But like the people who do porn are making it harder for Sophie Rain to straddle those worlds of like, let's say, modeling and just posting sexy pictures, because people just assume if you're on it, you do the hardest shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did you like going on Caleb Hammer's show?
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
Funny.
I want him to go back and have a chat.
Yeah, that's a pretty smart guy.
Yeah. Do you know what's crazy? And I don't mean this as a dig, but he told me I was too controversial to go on.
Oh,
and
shit, really?
I thought it was ironic because I'm like, you have sex workers on your show. Like, and you're not just you, but there's ones that have gone on that do like full on camera. And I'm like, I'm too controversial.
He's kind of politically left though, right? I think that's
I think I don't think he's political at all, but I was like, I'm in a time where I'm more controversial than only.
He lives in, and he's from Austin, so.
No, he's in Austin. Yeah, that is interesting. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah. I live in San Antonio, and so I hung out in Austin. So I he seems like the type from Austin when I first saw him on his channel. So, but I spent a lot of time there. So.
That makes me wonder if he'd even want me on.
No, he'd have you on because it's I think it's the female dollar though, because I know you guys make money off of men, but like sex work is one of the few industries you can. Most people are funded by women. So it's like most people don't want to hurt their wallet, So having me on, it's like might upset their female audience.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're
so they don't want
it. They don't want this.
Like a business point of view.
Yeah, I guess I've been working with pros so long that I don't really see it. I guess that's the only kind of bubble I'm in. But yeah, I don't see that you're that controversial at all. There are a lot worse people than you, Pearly.
It's all right. I'll live. But I like Caleb Hammer. I was bummed. I love his show. I think it's so funny watching him like crash out on people. You were bad though. I think your like expenses. He gave you like what did he give you the rating at the end?
I think it's a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. He manages it well.
So just one more thing about the 18 conversation. So I saw this tattoo artist from Australia, and she said that there are so many young people coming, they turn 18, they get a tattoo, they go into a tattoo parlor, and they want their first tattoo to be on their face.
Ew.
Oh.
And she's like, so she's literally telling other tattoo artists, we have a responsibility, because she said that she won't do it. She said, I won't do it. And it would be awful for any tattoo artist to literally put a first person's tattoo on their face because they're 18 and they don't know. She's literally had people, I mean, she did it a couple times, and then that person came back a year later and was like, well, you're the reason why I can't get a job, and you're the reason why I'm getting judged this way and stuff. And so do you think that successful OF creators, it would be a good idea to try to tell younger creators about the negative aspects of it, or do you think that people are going to find out
tattoos in general? Because like you wears fake tattoos all the time, and when we're out in public, no one knows that they're fake. They look real. It's like, what's the point of getting a real tattoo at all? But especially the face.
Yeah,
like,
if it's for content, like there's such great fake tattoos now. Like I go out with one, and then everyone's like, oh my god, that's a fantastic tattoo. Who did that?
Right.
Well, what I'm saying is the responsibility of
I see,
of informing someone that's a decision that can affect your life. That can kind of relate to like OnlyFans.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. So if their business is doing tattoos, do they have an obligation to tell someone who's going to make a pretty likely to be regretted situation? Like, do they kind of go against the interests of their own business because they're the one doing the tattoo, and advise someone who's turning 18? Yeah, maybe the face tattoo is not the idea.
I mean, wouldn't that be nice? But do they have the obligation? Who am I to say?
And are women going to listen? Probably not.
Probably not.
You tell women not to do something.
I feel like if you go to a place to get a tattoo, you're already at the point where you want to be an edgelord. And so when someone tells you that maybe you shouldn't do something, I feel like that might make them do it more.
Do it harder.
Maybe instead a better strategy would be like, you know what's actually been trending in Milan is like just make up some shit somewhere not on the face.
You know what? Now that you say you don't want me to do it in bold.
Oh man.